Hello again, this is Leah, and I would like to talk about something that all of us students do, study. Have you ever failed a class? Was it because you didn't understand the material, didn't study, or did you have a teacher who couldn't teach? Well, I have failed a class before, and it was due to one or two of the previously mentioned things. One thing I feel that would have helped me and many of my classmates in any of those situations would have been a study guide or a way to focus in on the necessary material. Let's see if I can get you to agree with me. No matter what course you take, you have to study to get good grades. Some are easier to succeed in than others, but how the information is presented is what makes a difference in my opinion. There are some instructors who give you a lot of material and then leave the rest to us. There are some who go over all the material, emphasize key points, and then leave it at that. Then there are those who go over all the material, emphasize key points, and provide assignments or study guides that help you review the material that is necessary for exams, such as this here for my nursing class. Those instructors, by the way, are my favorite. And no matter which teacher method is introduced, it is up to us to retain the information and succeed in class. I feel that a key part of our success is our instructors, and a good indicator of a successful instructor is the grades that their students get. I'm currently dealing with a situation where an instructor gives all the info for the lecture and provides quizzes and homework assignments online, but they don't match up with the exams. Now, how is that conducive to us learning what we need to know? It isn't, right? Well, studies show that students understand material better with the help of learning aids. According to an article titled Strategies for Improving Reading Comprehension Among College Students, states, in order for these students to comprehend material effectively and efficiently, lecturers should provide guidance with the concepts presented in assigned text readings. These learning aids can be used to introduce new content, vocabulary, guide content-specific reading, review newly introduced content concepts, integrate new content with previously learned content, and practice specific unit skills. In other words, study guides are helpful. I have received many learning aids that have helped me to get a better understanding of the material. I have done study groups as well, but everyone learns at their own speed, and some things are easier for some to learn than others. The Journal of the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning provided a great way for students to learn class material called interteaching. According to the journal, interteaching is comprised of four components. First, students read assigned course material and answer study guide questions prior to each class session. The instructor the instructor focuses on a brief lecture of the concepts identified by students as being difficult from the previous class session during the first 15 minutes of class. Students then spend 30 to 40 minutes in groups of twos or threes to discuss their answers to the study guide questions. And finally, students complete an interteach record, which asks about the quality of the discussion and concepts with which they had difficulty. The instructor uses this information to prepare the brief lecture for the following class period. Different studies were done with interteaching and found that it resulted in higher test scores, and students preferred it over the traditional lecture. Wouldn't you? No matter how we study, whether if it's in groups or alone, we need to understand what we are reading. And I believe that a study guide of some sort would help us be successful in our classes. Let's be honest. Most of us have more than one class. We're working and or have kids. And we can't focus our entire lives on school. But learning aids such as study guides help us learn what we need to learn. So now you tell me, do you think study guides are helpful? And just, I know the lecture's over here, but here is another one of my wonderful study guides in a pretty little color. There you go. For another one of my classes, it provides the number of questions you're going to be on the exam on this side, and then also which areas to focus in on this one. So it's really helpful. Um, may kind of try not for you to be able to completely focus in on it because I'm quite sure some people in my class here have these classes as well. So sorry, but you'll probably get the same study guide. But either way, guys, have a great evening.